Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Ashalei here to help transform your life. Little housekeeping before we get started. Make sure you like this video at the end. Make sure you share with someone who you think could be inspired. And don't forget to subscribe, that way I can keep up with your own transformation, okay? Because that's what it's really about. And make sure you hit that little bell. It's somewhere underneath this video. But that actually alerts you when I do have a new video that's up. So you'll be the first to know what's new and upcoming and what you can do to help transform your life, okay? So, little housekeeping also before I move forward. My prayers and deepest sympathies go out to the families that have been affected by Hurricane Dorian. I know by living in South Florida, it completely missed us, but it devastated the Bahamas, and it really is it did a number on the Carolinas, especially the coast. So I even lost somebody in my own family, and there are no words that can describe the destruction of what a natural disaster can do, and it really displaces thousands of families. And so just please join me in just giving support when we can, sending our prayers out to the families that have been affected, and just being mindful that there are really people out here that are living like their whole life has ended because they've lost everything. It is a very sad time for those who have been affected. So being mindful of just your own life and how you show up in it is really, it really just makes a difference. So without further delay, I am still here to help transform your life, okay? And I'm just gonna talk about, I'm actually gonna do a reintroductory video. So, which is actually a perfect thing to talk about, because what I'm gonna be talking about in this video is all about self-development. So what you've noticed in my previous videos, the little description under my name, it says Ashalei Nickole, then it says recording artist and transformational health and life coach. That title is way too long. I'm still a recording artist, I still make music, I'm still putting out music, okay? But, however, the transformational health and life coach, I am shortening it. I am a self-development coach, because what I've noticed is with my clients is that even though we are definitely hitting goals and aspirations that we've listed, it's really all about self-development, which ultimately transforms your life anyway. And where we're going to start is, what is self-development? What does that even mean? And how can we develop? And there's actually 5 different areas of focus when it comes to self-development. And like I said, it really crosses all kinds of boards. It could be weight loss, it could be career development, it could be anything. It's all about self. And what I do is I listen to who you are, I listen to what you want, I listen to all the dreams and aspirations, and we just create together a plan on how to really build on that. So make sure you watch this all the way through. What is self-development? Okay, I'm going to read you the definition of what self-development actually means, because what I found is that a lot of people don't know, and we're going to find out, and we're all going to be on the same page, so that way I'm politically correct. Self-development is actually development that covers activities that improve awareness and identity. It develops talents and potential, build human capital, and facilitate employability, enhance the quality of life, and contribute to the realization of dreams and aspirations. And that's according to Wikipedia. So shout out to Wikipedia for that. And that's pretty much it. So let me read you the definition again. It covers activities that improve awareness and identity, develops talents and potential, builds human capital, and facilitate employability, enhance the quality of life, and contributes to the realization of dreams and aspirations. Shout out to Wikipedia. All right. Now, before I close that, self-development, okay? Huge. Where you want to go in life, who you are now will not serve that purpose. Let me give you an example. Everything you want, everything you need to be successful is already inside of you. It's all about tapping into that and really enhancing it, like this definition says. And I'll give you an example. 5 years ago, you've heard me tell this story. I never wanted to be an artist. I never saw myself as being an artist. And while I was in school getting my degree in recording arts, everything about studio engineering, recording, all that stuff, I got it down packed. But here's my thing. One of the things that we learned while we were in school was that it takes 3 years to develop an artist. And I kept hearing that over and over and over. And it may not seem like that nowadays. You see a lot of artists, they come up, they're up and coming, and it seems like they just blow up overnight. And what we don't see is the development phase before that. They had to enhance on their characteristics and their skills. They had to improve awareness and identity. They had to enhance the quality of their own life, which contributes to their aspirations and dreams, okay? And what I've even noticed, even in my own self-development, who I was 5 years ago when I started this journey, I could not be the same person today. It would not work, because who I was back then was deeply depressed, suicidal, overweight, unhealthy, negative thinking about myself and who I was and what I do, comparing myself to others. Let's just be honest. That can oftentimes keep us in a place where we feel stuck, because we're comparing ourselves to society and we're trying to hold on to standards that aren't ours, and that can ultimately keep us from moving forward because we're always comparing. But there's no competition greater than yourself, who you were before and who you want to be, okay? Now, you'll notice self-development takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. And like I said, it crosses the board for a lot of different topics, whether it's losing weight, whether it's you want to go after a job and you want to make sure that you're on point, whether it's career development, whether you want to be connected to a higher being and a higher purpose and to your higher version of yourself. That would be spiritual development. It's not about religion at this point, and I grew up in the church, trust me. It's not about religion. It's really just being connected to the world around you and connected to the source that gives life. And oftentimes we call the source God. And I refer to the source or the creator, the divine, God, okay? The one who gives life. And in my own development, it took me 5 years, okay? So I had an extended time period where I was developing. At first, I thought it was being an artist I was developing. No, I was developing as a person. I was out of a job. Oh my gosh, it was terrible back then. And I just had to take in consideration about what it is that I need to work on so that I can get to the next phase in life, to the next level of my life, to the next point in my life where I want to be. Because what I'm doing right now is not working. And that is like the definition of insanity, when you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and you're expecting things to change. Doesn't work like that, folks. So, what I've noticed within myself and when I deal with my clients is that it's really all about self-development, which is ultimately going to transform your life anyway. Now that we've gotten into that, let's talk about the 5 different areas of self-development, because that's crucial. You have physical, you have social, you have spiritual development, you have mental development, and you have one more. And I always forget this one. I don't even know why. And social. I don't know why I forgot that for a second. I just said that. So you have 5 different areas of development. You have physical, you have social, you have emotional, you have mental, and you have spiritual. 5 areas, and each one really helps the quality of your own life. So for physical development, it's not just about working out and you want to be buff. It's about being mindful and bringing awareness to what you eat and drink and how you feel, how your body feels after you eat and drink certain things. It's about working out. No, it's not about working out. I never start a client out with, if you want to lose weight, we're going to figure out a workout plan. No, especially if you haven't been in the habit of working out. That's not where I start you at. Where I start you at is, let's just get active. If you put on 20 minutes worth of music and you're just dancing around your house in your undies, so be it. And over time, you'll find that your body likes different types of physical activity that will bring you to your weight loss goal. Okay, and that's where we start. I'm not going to tell you you're going to run 5 miles every morning, or you're going to hit the gym for 2 hours and you're just going to lift weights and you're going to just drink gallons of protein shakes. That's not where we're at. And I'm not going to start you there if you do become a potential client. It's really just becoming and getting in tune with your body. Seriously, like, for real. And people be sleeping on sleep, okay? Are you getting enough rest? That is huge and crucial. A lot of people don't even realize that with lack of sleep, everything just kind of decreases and declines. But when you have enough rest, everything is great. You can think clearly, your concentration is on point, you're clear-minded, and everything else just flows easily. But with lack of sleep, I know from my mothers, they know everything is just worse when you are not sleeping and you're not getting enough rest. Then you have social development. Me, personally, side note, I had social anxiety up the wazoo. And it was so bad every time that I went outside or especially went to the stores, I just got this huge built up of anxiety. And it's very odd because I'm a recording artist, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, and I perform. And I've been performing since I was 5, but over time, certain things that had happened to me that created this boundary feeling and this sense of just uneasiness when I went out and I was socializing, and I was very I was very socially awkward. That's the word I want to use. Socially awkward. I was very socially awkward, okay? And I had social anxiety that was just no good for me. Then you have mental development. Mental development is all about what you're thinking about. Is it positive? Is it negative? Bringing awareness to that. It's about your beliefs and identity and really enhancing on that, because I talked about this before. Beliefs and habits and mental thinking is everything. You cannot have a positive life with a negative mind. I'll just leave it at that. So mental development is huge. It's one of the things that, without my clients even notice, we really work on the most. And they notice that everything else around them changes, because what we do know is 95% of our reality is created by our subconscious. How do you feed your subconscious? We'll go into that in another video. However, mental development is huge, okay? Then you have emotional development. So many times I hear, oh, you made me mad, or this person pissed me off. No. You are in control of your own emotions. You are responsible for being in control of your own emotions. That does not mean that things won't happen or things won't bother you, but when you get a hold of your own emotions and you become in control, then nobody else has control over you. And you'll notice that things that once used to rub you the wrong way barely even bother you at this point. And trust me, I can give you stories about so many things that I had to get a grip on, especially working a job that you don't like causes a lot of different emotions to rise. But once I got a control of my emotions, I noticed that even when I speak with my customers, not my clients, because I do something different when it comes to my 9-to-5 job, but when I was talking to my customers, even if they were cussing me out, I didn't care. I'm on the other line and I'm smiling. I'm happy because that's not my burden to carry. And I'm very sympathetic, but I'm not going to take on that emotion as if it's happening to me. And so many times we have this domino effect of people rubbing people the wrong way, and now you feel upset, or now you feel sad, and now you feel just down. You don't have to carry that. That's not your burden to carry. So I'll leave it right there. And you also have spiritual development. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my iPad. This is all off my website, vibrantperceptions.com. So you can all check this out. And I'm not reading this verbatim. I'm just making sure that I stay on topic because I'm a perfectionist. However, you do have spiritual development, and that is not about religion whatsoever. And I grew up in the church. It's really all about being connected to the world around you, to who you are, your higher version of yourself, and a connection to the source, to the divine, to the creator. And we often reference, and I use those titles very heavily, because not everybody's going to be on the same playing field when it comes to recognizing the source, which we also refer to as God. But spiritual development is all about being connected to the divinity and to the divinity around you and around the world, giving love, showing love, receiving love, all of that. So those are the 5 areas of self-development. That's what I work on, and it can hit any type of tier. And so I really wanted to talk about that because I noticed over time, we all change and our development changes. And I've even developed over time. And I've noticed even after 7 videos in, starting the YouTube channel, that transformational health and life coaching, that can get kind of confusing. But when I say self-development, oh man, that just puts a sweetness on it, because it's really just dealing with you. And my clients will tell you, every time we have a session, I'm making it about you. It's all about you. You're the most important person on this planet, because there's only one of you. There's a collection of us, yes, but there's only one out of almost 8 billion people. It's you. You're the only one who is made up with all the building blocks that are inside of you already. It's only one. So we make you a priority. I make you a priority, and I listen. I actively listen. And actively listening, side note, is listening to understand, not to just respond. So I'm listening to who you are, where you want to be, where you want to go, and what do you want to do. And together we create little small action steps that will help you get to that goal, okay? And it's a beautiful experience, because it's not me telling you what to do. It's you telling me what you want to do, and then I'm telling you to do it. And that's it. So you can visit my website, the description, or the link is actually in the description, I should say, www.vibrantperceptions.com. You can go to my website, you can check out what I just talked about, and you can actually book an appointment, book a session, book a consultation call. You can also find me on Yelp. You can also find me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at ashaleinickole. There's no .com. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ashalei Nickole. You can also follow my Instagram and my Twitter page for my artistry at Ashbug, so IASHBUG. And that's for all social platforms. So if you want to follow me on all or both of those, you can. And that's what I'm here for. So if you're ready to take on your own self-development and you're ready to make changes, which ultimately transforms your whole life, holla at your girl, and I am here to receive you.